Hello, ladies and gentlemen, you beautiful, beautiful people. Welcome back to another video. I hope you all are having a fantastic day. If you could please go ahead and hit that thumbs up button, I would really appreciate it. I've got a very exciting video for you guys today. In today's video, we are going to be taking a look at all the WWE action figures that we did not see during Ringsidefest 2020. And yes, guys, I know for the past few days, I've just been coming out with a ton of videos regarding Ringsidefest, but I promise you guys, this will be the final video talking about it until next year during Ringsidefest 2021. Now, if you guys remember, in one of the videos from the other day, I went ahead and did a video talking about the WWE action figures we should see during Ringsidefest. And of course, I wasn't expecting to see everything on the list that we mentioned in the video. It was pretty much just a rough estimate and an idea of what we could see. And that's basically what we're going to be doing in today's video. You know, all the stuff that we did not see that I mentioned in that video, we are going to be talking about and showing in today's video, because all the stuff we talked about in the video from the other day, the figures we should see, that's all the information we know, and of course some of the leaks out there, and that's what we are going to be talking about in today's video. We are basically going to be looking and talking about, you know, what we still have in store for us and what to expect in the future. So this is going to be the last video. Like I said, I know you guys are probably burnt out with these videos, because believe me guys, I am burnt out already. You know, I can't tell you how many times I added Ringsidefest in the freaking logo, I mean in the thumbnails, but I don't want to waste any more time. I just want to get straight into this so we could get off the topic of Ringsidefest. First up on the list, this is Elite Series 82. Now, these are all the images we saw of Elite 82. This, of course, is from Ringsidefest, all these images, but however, we did not see one of the figures, and I'm not quite sure why. You know, at these toy shows, you know, that tends to happen. You know, from a series, we see the whole set, and then we end up not seeing one sometimes, and I've always wondered, why is that? How is everyone else done, but we don't get to see this one figure? Doesn't really make sense to me. And of course, that figure is Rob Gronkowski. You know me, I shared my thoughts and opinions on this many times before. Really, I don't care about this figure. I don't even think it should be in a line. I find it funny how Mattel could go ahead and make a figure of him so quickly, but you know, they had other people on the roster that still don't have figures. For example, you guys know what I'm gonna bring up, Maria Kanellis. They had her on the roster, I believe, for over 3 years on Mattel's contract, and they never even once made a basic figure of her, and it makes me mad to this day. But Rob Gronkowski, this is the only figure from Elite 82 that we did not see the complete image of. Of course, this is the render image. You know, Elite 82 is about to be out, so I'm sure we're going to see, you know, the actual images when people start to get them, obviously. But this is the one figure that we did not see the full complete image of. Next up on the list, we have Elite Series 83. We have both edges in this set. You know, of course, the one is the Chase. We have Drew McIntyre. We have Dusty Rhodes. And we have the Collector's Edition Michael P.S. Hayes. However, we did not see, you know, of course, we did not see the completed images of... We already know. I don't want to talk about this figure anymore, because it just makes... It makes my head explode. I feel like it's been like 2 years since we saw the freaking render images of this freaking figure, and it still haunts me. I really thought, you know, during Ringsidefest when we saw the images, it was going to be the last time I had to show the figure, but no, we got to go ahead and talk about the figure again, and that, of course, is the Sasha Banks. Mattel, you cannot tell me that this figure is still not done. Like I said, we saw this like almost 2 years ago, it feels like. It has to be a year, guaranteed. It has to be over a year by now, because we have seen this figure so many freaking times. And can you just show us the final image of this figure? It was supposed to be a ringside exclusive. Then it was going to be a freaking Elite, I forget what series, like Elite 87 or Elite 88. Then you bumped it to Elite 83. It's just been all over the map. And you know, it's already outdated, so everyone's already going to be upset about that. But it's just crazy to me that we still don't have a correct a full complete image of this. And then next up on the list, of course, we have the Baron Corbin. Now, I do believe that the first time we saw this, it only came with, of course, the robe, and it did not come with the crown or, you know, the little stick. What's the correct word? I know you guys will correct me down in the comment section below. I believe those two things are new to this, but of course, we still don't have complete images of this, which I'm not really too upset about. You know, we've seen this a while one too, but not as long ago as that freaking Sasha Banks. So we don't have complete images of them yet. It's still just the render images. So, and of course, these are almost out as well, so it will be the final time we freaking have to talk about that Sasha Banks. I can't wait till that day comes. Next up on the list, we have Elite Series 84. Now, of course, as I mentioned in the other day's video, this is the first time this this Elite line got leaked out. This is the first image when I made it. Of course, it has changed since then. Of course, Kushida is no longer in the set. He was replaced with Buddy Murphy. We saw Zelina Vega and Sheamus during Ringside Fest. We did not see the Jeff Hardy, The Fiend, but we do have images of Angel Garza, Kushida, Rhea Ripley, and of course Zelina Vega and Sheamus. Now, of course, all lines are subject to change because as we see from Elite 85 when we get to that. So, do you think The Fiend and Jeff Hardy are still going to be a part of the set? Let me know down in the comment section below. And I forgot to mention we do have images of the Buddy Murphy that replaced Kushida in this set. But let's get to it. We got Zelina Vega. She is the collector's edition in this line, and there is the Sheamus figure. Now, we already saw the images of this, but thankfully I'm getting that Zelina Vega in this video because I forgot to put it in the video when we were taking a look at all the images from Ringside Fest. It happened that we saw it after, of course, I already uploaded the video, so that was kind of upsetting to me, but now I get it in this video, so that's good. Next up, we have the Rhea Ripley. You know, these are all images except for, of course, the Zelina and Sheamus. The rest of the images are all images we saw a while ago when they first saw us, when they first showed us them. So of course there's still no complete image or even, you know, something more updated. It's still just the render images, but I'm extremely excited to finally see the completed image of the Rhea Ripley, one of my favorite women wrestlers at this time. I just freaking love her. I really hope they end up making another Elite of her in her WrestleMania attire because I thought that was really cool. But you know, this Elite will do for now. Next up on the list, we have Angel Garza. I did mention this many times before. He is supposed to be coming with removable pants. Let's still hope that is the case. But in Angel Garza, he's finally going to be a part of the line. So that is pretty cool. Again, we didn't see any updated, not even like, they could have showed us the pants at least. I think that would have been pretty cool. But, you know, but we still saw a lot of figures, so we can't really complain. Buddy Murphy, now, I could understand this because we saw this image, you know, I believe like, when do we see this? Like a month or two ago? You know, we didn't see this image not that long ago. So it was probably a last minute decision for them to replace Kushida in the set with Buddy Murphy. That's my only guess. So that's, of course, probably why we don't have a complete image of this Buddy Murphy yet. But, of course, it's come with the Monday Night Messiah shirt. So that is a cool accessory. And a lot of people are going to be hyped for this because, you know, the last Buddy Murphy Elite, it's quite expensive now. And I know a lot of people who missed out on that figure. Next up on the list, we have Kushida, and I believe he's replaced to Elite Series 88. So of course we still have quite a way to actually get this figure in the line, but we didn't even see an updated image of it, which is kind of upsetting, but you know, what are we gonna do? It's Kushida. But I'm very excited to actually get my hands on this figure when it does come out. I'm just really curious on why it got delayed so much. I thought that was kind of weird. You know, it was supposed to be in 84, then it goes up 4 series, which is crazy to me, but only Mattel knows, I guess. Next up on the list, we have Elite Series 85. And of course, this has already been changed because Undertaker was shown and he was going to be a part of this line. But that's the thing with leaks, guys. When we find out months earlier and we talk about it, the lines are always subject to change, but most of the time they end up being right. But sometimes there's always that one that ends up getting scrapped. My guess is the one that got scrapped is going to be the Bray Wyatt, because of course we have seen a massive amount of Bray Wyatt figures recently. So can you really see, you know, we got the Fiend in Elite 77, we got the Fiend in Top Picks, we got the Ultimate Edition edition coming out. We have his Firefly Funhouse Elite. We just have so much. He's supposed to be an Elite 84. Do you think he's going to be an Elite 85 too? Now, that is something Mattel would do, but really for this, with how many we've actually gotten, to see him back to back to back, I don't see it. So I'm most likely Undertaker probably replaced the Bray. That's just me guessing. We have images of the Aleister Black. We have images of the Liv Morgan. And we have images of the Karrion Kross. Really don't care about Roman Reigns. I would hope that he was the one to be replaced, because you guys know me. I don't like it when they release so many of the same person, even though they don't really change their looks. Of course, this isn't going to be, heel Roman Reigns look, because I feel it's too early for that. Even though they already got the parts, they could probably make it fast. I don't believe that is obviously going to be the look. I still feel it's too early. Maybe he'll be a part, maybe a Elite 90 or something with that look. That's just a guess of mine. Again, I could be wrong. And then we have Escobar right there. I was really upset because I really wanted to see that figure. I was hoping it would come, with his mask, getting that Cruiserweight title with the black strap in the line. I thought that would be cool, but however, we don't see it yet. Hopefully he's still in this lineup and he didn't get changed, because you know me, I love the first time in the line figures. But here are the figures that we did see. Aleister Black, which is phenomenal. The Undertaker, which is brilliant. The Karrion Kross, I know a lot of people are excited about that. And the Liv Morgan figure. Now, I'm really hoping that Scarlett isn't far behind from Karrion Kross. I hope she's not a basic, but, with Mattel, that's usually how they do the figures, especially the NXT people. They always end up getting, like 80% of the time, they always end up getting basics first. But I believe Scarlett deserves an Elite figure. So, of course, we'll get her down the line, but I feel like it's going to be a basic first. But next up on the list, we have Candice LeRae. Now, we saw this a while ago. She is going to be a part of Elite Series 87, and like I said, we saw this a while ago, but we didn't even see an updated render image. This is not even the colored in one. This is just the non-colored in one. So we saw this a while ago. It's Candice LeRae. Hopefully, Elite 87, it's still a while, of course, but hopefully we see some updated images. Maybe it'll leak out by someone, because I really want to see how it looks. I'm really curious to see how this one turns out. Next up on the list, we have Legend Series 10. Of course, guys, this is not 100% confirmed yet. Like I always say, lines are always subject to change, but this is the leak that we talked about like 3 or 4 times. Now, we have the images of DDP. We have the images of Brutus the Barber Beefcake. We don't have the images of Vader or Hulk Hogan yet. Like I said in previous videos, I'm still optimistic, hoping this turns out to be true, because if so, I feel like this could probably be the greatest, Legends line of all time. If it's that Hulk Hogan, which my mind says yes, and of course everyone else wants Mr. America, I will take Mr. America. I will take both of those. I would be happy with both of those, but please just keep this lineup to be true, because it's so good. Finally, we are getting that DDP attire. The Brutus the Barber Beefcake, I'm just shocked that he has gotten so many elites by Mattel, and he's going to be the chase in this line. So really, he's getting 2 figures in this line. So the amount of figures that he has gotten is just mind-blowing to me. And of course, Vader. I mean, you cannot have a Vader in your collection. I'm really curious to see which attire they go for. It just a lot of things going through the mind when you're thinking about it. But these are the images that we do have, of course, of DDP and Brutus the Barber Beefcake. It's a great set. I was really upset that we didn't see the rest, because we do have mid-on-card images of Series 9. So, we didn't even see, the other render images of Series 10. So I thought that was kind of disappointing. I thought they could have showed that, since we already have the mock images of Series 9, and they're supposed to be going out pretty soon to stores. So, I don't know. Maybe we'll see them soon. I really hope so. I don't know when the next toy show is gonna be. We know about San Diego Comic-Con. That's not for a while, but they always do like 2 smaller shows, outside of Ringsidefest and, of course, San Diego Comic-Con. If you guys know, please let me know down in the comment section below. I should know this, because I've been making videos like this for like 6 years now, and I still don't have the other ones named down or anything. But I digress. Next up on the list, we have Series 2 of the Fan Takeover line. Now, of course, this is upsetting to me again, because only two good attires I think won. You know, we all think this fan votes are rigged for the fan takeover line. Of course, we all wanted that WrestleMania Christian, and we got a re-release. Randy Orton, I'm not too upset about, but we all know which version we wanted, and we got that. And they even they messed up, because the attire they had on the poll wasn't the attire that they actually made, which you could obviously see. Go back to the poll and you will know. Johnny Gargano, you know, a great attire. I think that is a great choice. I'm happy that won. But of course, a lot of people are going to be upset because, of course, you could see the vest, of course. But, you know, copyright issues. So that is understandable. The only good one, really, to me, is the X-Pac. I'm really happy that one won. But really, I would have took any of the ones for X-Pac. You know, 1, 2, 3 Kid, the X Factor. I would have been happy with either one. But my main one was the NWO one, so I'm really happy that they are coming out with this one. But you know, we didn't see any updated images of it. You know, this one is also understandable, because, you know, we just saw Series 1 mid on card images, and they actually made these render images pretty quickly when it was announced. I believe the toy show, after we found out about this, was only like a month or so later, probably not even. So they made the render images quite fast, so I thought that was pretty impressive. But we didn't even get an updated image. But like I said, this series is kind of understandable. Next up on the list, we have some Ultimate Edition figures. We have the Edge, and we have the Macho Man Randy Savage. Oh yeah! Now I'm really nervous. You guys know me about the Edge just because of the heads. I explain about the Edge heads all the time. You already know my problems with it. You know, the render images, they look good, except for the one Edge head, which is absolutely crazy. Well, they look decent, and then when we actually see them, the real images, they look terrible, which we obviously saw with the new upcoming WrestleMania Elite. The Macho Man Randy Savage, now that's a different story. I'm really excited for that Macho Man. I love that attire. I love the colors, so I'm really excited. We already know what Macho Man heads look like, so we can't really complain too much. But about the Edge, we could complain about. Let's just hope they actually get it right this time. You know, Mattel and Edge, that doesn't really go together. But, you know, again, I digress. But I'm really excited to see updated images of those. Hopefully we see them soon. Next up on the list, now these are completely understandable. Talking about some Ultimate Editions again. These are going to be you know, the fan takeover are going to be, we already did a video on this a while ago, the fan takeovers are going to be turning into Ultimate Edition figures, and so far we know 2 of the 4, Jeff Hardy and Ultimate Warrior. However, we don't know the winners. The ones that I voted for was WrestleMania 25 Jeff and Survivor Series 1990 Ultimate Warrior. I already explained my feelings on both of these polls. I feel like in 2 or 3 videos, so I'm not going to go into all that. But of course, you guys, if you haven't, gave me your thoughts in the previous video talking about it, what we did, please feel free to let me know down in the comment section below which attires you hope are the winners. Next up on the list, we have Basic Series 115, Braun Strowman, Big E, Becky Lynch, Humberto, and Tegan Nox. Now, we do have images of Humberto and Tegan Nox, but we don't have any updated images, and really, we don't have images of Becky, Braun, and Big E, but let's be honest, who really cares about more basic figures of them? I don't think anyone really cares that we didn't see images of those. But here is Tegan and Humberto. Great looking basics. However, they aren't, we didn't get any updated images of them, of what they're actually going to look like. I'm sure they're done, because like I said in the Ringsidefest video, I was expecting a lot more. Don't get me wrong, we saw a lot, but I was expecting, you know, a lot more, and also some more surprises, but we didn't really get that, which it's understandable, because let's be honest, San Diego Comic-Con is really the big show of the year, and that's when we always see a lot of goodies. But so that's fine with me. I'll wait till San Diego Comic-Con to have a heart attack on video for you guys. Next up on the list, we have Basic Series 116. We have Seth Rollins, Dakota Kai, Sheamus, Roderick Strong, and Kevin Owens. Now, I feel like the only other one, we do have images of Dakota Kai. I feel like the only other one people would care about is the Roderick Strong. He is supposed to be the Chase in this set. Now, again, we don't have images of him, but I feel like everyone else, Kevin, Sheamus, Seth, no one would really care if we didn't see images of them, because let's be honest, who's going to buy them? Really, no one. But here's the Dakota Kai figure. Looks great. You know, it doesn't look too good. Like, oh my god, that's amazing. I feel like it could be better. That's why I was hoping we would see updated images of it and hoping it actually looks good. But really, I just want an elite figure of Dakota Kai. I already explained my feelings for Dakota Kai. Love her. She is great. So hopefully we do get an elite figure of her because she definitely deserves one. And then we got some more basic Series 117. We have Roman Reigns, Undertaker, Tucker, Otis, Tony Storm. She's going to be the chase. We have images of the Tony Storm, Roman Reigns, Undertaker, Otis, Tucker. Otis and Tucker are no longer a thing. They're already going to be outdated. So, of course, no one's really going to care for those as much as they did for the elites. Undertaker, is it going to be a flashback? Is it going to be a regular basic? Probably just going to be, you know, his 30th anniversary Undertaker figure in basic form. That's my guess, but, you know, who am I to know what Mattel is going to be doing? But Tony Storm, here it is. This is the Chase version, but for all we know, they could change it like they did the Keith Lee, because the Keith Lee was originally going to be the Chase version. Then they replaced the Chase version with the white version. Now the black one's the regular version. They've done that in the past because I made that mistake in the other day's video. I said the black is the Chase because that's what it originally was, and I screwed up. But, you know, I ended up finding out after the video, but that's all good. At least we all know now. Next up, we have Basic Series 118. Jeff Hardy, my boy, excited to see that one. Finn Balor, the Viking Raiders, Eric and Ivan, and then Austin Theory. He is going to be the Chase. I know a lot. I feel like I said in a previous video, during the figures we should see during Ringside Fest, this is a really good set. I'm not mad at it. I'm not even mad at the Finn Balor. This is a really good basic set. I don't think I've ever said that about a Mattel Basic Series. Like, that's an amazing set. Like, the whole set is good. I'm not even going to complain about it. And I complain about basics a lot, but this set, I'm not mad at. If it remains how it is, it will probably be one of Mattel's, it will be a good basic set, a good selling one, I should say. Next up on the list, we have the Championship Showdown Series, which we didn't see. John Cena, Randy Orton, Triple H, The Rock, Bobby Lashley, Booker T, that's Series 2. And Series 3, The Fiend, Daniel Bryan, Giant and Ric Flair, and Kane and Edge. And, of course, we didn't see images of those either. So, we can't really show them or talk about them that much. But that is it for today's video, guys. Those are the action figures that we know are coming out. Because there is no more leaks as of now. Of course, if leaks do come out, I'll of course make videos on it, talking about it, all that good stuff. But that's pretty much all the leaks and all the WWE action figures that we know of as of right now, as the recording of this video. So you guys let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below. Which ones are you gonna get off this list when we actually do see the rest of the images? I'm definitely getting a lot off the list we talked about. And we just all should be happy for the future of WWE action figures. I'm excited for a lot of these coming out. I'm sure a lot of you are too, because if you weren't, you wouldn't be watching this video. But if you enjoy this video, if you could please go ahead and hit that thumbs up button. If you are a new viewer, please subscribe for more. I love each and every one of you, and I will see you guys next time.